Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, and thank you so much for tuning in with me today. So in today's video, I actually wanted to review a bunch of products that I was sleeping on during this year. Products that were released this year or quite recently that I just had not had the time to try out and to feature on my channel. So I thought today would be a good day to just put all of these products to the test and put them all together in one video. And there are definitely a couple of products where I am seriously questioning my choices, as into, why did I wait that long? Why did I wait so long until I've picked these products up, until I've tried them out? I mean, I had a very stressful summer and then I was moving. So this year was quite stressful on my side. I am kind of glad that it's calming down now a little bit. And I just came to realize there are still some products that I do want to feature. So today is the day where I'm taking the opportunity to actually do that. So some of these products in question, definitely this one. This Rose Ink Foundation, we are going to be talking about this product in today's video. And oh my gosh, do I love this. Like, I don't know why I was waiting for so long to pick this one up. Very good question. I also have a new mascara by Vieve. I do have this new highlighting blush by Bare Minerals. I also tried out the Luna Beauty setting powder. This is definitely not going to be a first impressions because I've tried this product out over the past weeks or so, but I never featured it in a video, so today is the day. And then we are going to play around with a palette that is quite new to me. This only has arrived a couple of days ago. Oh my gosh, here it is. The What's Up Beauty Dragon Eye eyeshadow palette. I cannot wait to show you what's inside of this. This is so good. Like, listen, you guys. This is really over the top beautiful. I also have a couple of newer lip products, and then I also have quite a few products where I am familiar with the formula, but I just never tried out a particular shade, or they had launched a new flavor in a certain product. I mean, all of this is going to be included in today's video because I feel like 95% of these products were released in 2023, but I just did not have the time to review them just yet. So I really hope you guys are going to enjoy today's video. If you do, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And in case this is your very first time, or in case you just have not yet, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I would absolutely love to have you on here. And also don't forget to ring the bell just to stay notified about my upcoming videos. And as per usual, this video is not sponsored. None of these products were sent to me. I did purchase all of these products myself. However, I am going to be linking all of the products that I'm going to be talking about in today's video in my description box down below. Now, these are going to be affiliate links, but I am not affiliated with any of the brands directly. These links are generated through my third-party partner over at Shop My Shelf. So if you do shop through my links, just know I appreciate it a lot. Thank you so much. And yeah, I don't think this is going to be the last video of this year, but I feel like this is the last video where I am demonstrating, where I am applying a bunch of new products for the entirety of the face all together in one video. And then I'm going to be moving on to more like ranking videos and also the best of and the worst of 2023. But those videos, I'm planning to do them in the beginning of January. But yeah, I cannot wait to show you the products for today's video. So I would say, without no further ado, I'm just going to go barefaced and let's start applying them. Alright, you guys, so I'm barefaced right now. So before I am going to start applying the makeup and before I'm going to start talking about the foundation, I definitely do want to apply a primer and a little bit of skin prep. So because I don't actually have a brand new primer, I just thought, let's use something that I truly love and, that I'm very familiar with because I just used this primer so much. I actually repurchased it. And it was also in my best of 2022 video. And that is no other than the Hourglass Vanish Airbrush Primer. As you can see, this entire bottle is completely gone. It's just completely empty. I did my best to actually scratch out the remains out of the bottle. And yeah, but there is nothing left. So I actually went ahead and I did repurchase this product. But this time around, I actually did purchase a jumbo size. This contains 55 milliliters, whereas this one does contain 30 milliliters. So yeah, I went ahead and I got myself this one because I just love this so much. This is really good for my combo leaning oily skin. Glides on beautifully and it gives me this ultra smooth finish. I just love how this product performs throughout the day. It's really, really good and I definitely do trust it, although it's a little bit of a pricier one. I've got to admit that. I'm just gonna be putting back my hair, apply the primer, and then we'll move on. So I'm gonna take out this much. I think this should suffice for my entire face. It's also kind of hydrating. It has this really nice sort of gel consistency and it definitely does cancel out the shine to a certain degree. So you can see just like the difference right here. I feel like it is definitely a little bit pore blurring, but it just gives you that really nice smooth finish. I really love it. I also just enjoy having this on my face, like how it feels on my face. It's a really lovely product. Again, I'm a huge, huge fan of this one. So let's actually move on and let's do a little bit of lip prep. I do want to put on a product that I recently picked up. It's not a brand new formula, but it was released in a new sort of flavor, so to speak. So this is by Lawless and it's the Forget to Filler Overnight Lip Plumping Mask. So if you have watched any of my Lawless full face videos, you guys know that I actually do love this product. I know it's marketed as an overnight mask, but you can definitely also put this on during the day if you want a little bit of lip prep. This is really, really stunning. I really, really enjoy it. And honestly, right now, I've got it in like 4 different flavors. Here we go. This is my little Lawless collection. So I recently picked this up in a new flavor, and that is cinnamon sugar. And I've got to say, I really do adore this cinnamon sugar sort of flavor. It is not like a disgusting cinnamon taste, okay? I don't really enjoy cinnamon that much. But this one is really nice. It's actually really, really lovely. And I also did pick up, just on a whim, I did pick up the juicy watermelon one as well. And let me tell you, this is going to be perfect for the springtime and for the summertime. Oh my gosh, I love watermelon flavor, fragrance. And this is just absolutely stunning. I don't think these do contain a synthetic fragrance. These are made with sort of like natural extracts that give it the sort of like flavor, so to speak. And none of these are sickening. Like they don't like have like a strong sort of scent. They are not overwhelming on your lips. However, it is a plumping product, so you are definitely going to get a little bit of this plumping sensation. This sensation is not a tingling sensation, and it's not a burning sensation. It's more of a cooling sensation, but without the mintiness. So I freaking love this formula, and I'm just going to apply a little bit of this new flavor, cinnamon sugar. These are also so nourishing, so hydrating. They are honestly amazing. And although they do have a little bit of color to them, a little bit of a tint, it's almost clear. So you can go to sleep with these without worrying that you are going to stain your pillow or something. That is so nourishing. That is so pretty. That is so prepping. It's just amazing. So let's actually move on to the next product and let's talk about this foundation that really did surprise me. So this is by Rose Inc. and this is the Soft Light Skin Smoothing Liquid Foundation. I actually purchased this one over Black Friday and I really wanted to show you guys this foundation because this foundation definitely surprised me in a very, very positive way. And I did not expect that because initially I thought this would be like a really dewy, glowy foundation, one of those that does not have a dry down, something that would transfer. I have no idea why I had this preconception, but I'm so glad I did pick this one up. Also, this was a little bit more on the pricier side. So initially when this launched, it really did not intrigue me, but here it is. This is the bottle. It is so stunning. It literally matches the entire Rose Inc. line. Their concealer comes in this packaging as well. I do have a full face on this brand where I'm also using their tinted serum product. I do have that on my channel. So if you do want to check it out, I'm going to link it in my description box down below. This is honestly such a good product. So before I'm going to apply it, I'm just going to go through the claims, through the shade range a little bit and let you know what this product is all about. So the foundation does come in this box, and on the box it actually says a clean, non-comedogenic foundation that delivers medium buildable coverage with a smooth, soft, matte finish. This hydrating weightless fluid, powered by bioengineered complexes, visibly improves brightness and reduces the appearance of redness and pores while minimizing excess oil to keep skin in a balanced state. I don't know why I thought this would be a luminous, glowy, radiant foundation. I have no idea. It does say on here that it comes with a soft matte finish, and that's actually what I like. I do prefer something that has a natural to matte finish or a satin finish. So I have no idea why I was sleeping on this product. Also, the ingredients in this product are quite phenomenal. This is a water-based foundation. It is not silicone-free. It does have some dimethicone as a second ingredient in here, but it's also completely fragrance-free. It does not have any synthetic fragrance added to the formula. It does have the inclusion of one essential oil, but this is an essential oil that I truly like because there are, I think, maybe like 3 essential oils that I do enjoy, and one of them is actually tea tree leaf oil. And this only has that ingredient in here. It does not have any other oil ingredients. So tea tree leaf oil ingredient is actually really good to balance out your skin. It's kind of like an anti-acne ingredient as well, and it always works quite well on my skin. It also contains some fermented reishi mushroom extract. And I love that. That is a very hydrating, very skin nourishing ingredient. Plus, there are also a couple of other interesting extracts in here. So the whole ingredient list looks really solid, I've got to say. So this foundation also comes in 31 shades. It looks like quite inclusive. I still feel like the light to medium shade range could be a little bit better with the undertones, because in the light to medium section, we only have warm peach undertone and neutral olive undertone. So I actually went ahead and I did pick up the shade 7C, which is light with cool pink undertones. For the winter time right now, this matches me perfectly. I don't know how it's gonna work out in the summertime. I do get a tan quite easily and then I lose my tan again, you know. I have been using this product for like over a week by now, and I can't put it down. It is so beautiful. Honestly, it makes my skin look like a second skin. I'm gonna take a little bit on one side and I'm gonna show you the immediate comparison to my bare skin side. And I'm gonna apply this with a dampened sponge. I feel like it works quite well with a dampened sponge. I'm gonna give it a little bit of a shake because it's quite a runny and liquidy formula. So let's take a little bit onto my finger. So as you can see, it's gonna run down my finger. So it's not completely runny and liquidy and watery, but it is also not thick and creamy. It's somewhat in between, but you cannot feel this on the skin, and that's what I really like. So I'm just gonna put it on one side first. So I'm gonna go ahead and use my Real Technique sponge and blend it out. This foundation makes my skin still look like skin, and just look at this difference. I feel like this is a solid, like almost like, yeah, it's a really solid medium coverage straight away. I feel like this has evened out all of my redness. This has perfected my skin. It looks so natural, but it still gives you a certain degree of luminosity. You know, it's not a flat matte finish, definitely more of a soft matte, so more on the natural sort of side. It's almost like a second skin product. It is really, really good, and I do enjoy how easy it is to blend this out. So let's actually do the other side. I'm gonna actually take 3 pumps. Makes my skin look so healthy. Also in combination with the primer that I've used, I feel like these two products go very, very well together. So I'm gonna be building this up a little bit more, and let's see if I can achieve a little bit more coverage. You can definitely achieve a little bit more coverage if you are using a little bit more product. So in that sense, it's quite a buildable product as well. Now this also does perform very, very well. And that was something that I was kind of a little bit scared of when I tried it out the very first time. I thought maybe this is not going to last that long on my face. Maybe, it's all going to melt off. Maybe it's going to get oily throughout the day. Oh no. Oh no. You guys, this was performing beautifully. So I'm very, very happy that I changed my mind and I actually decided to pick it up and give it a go. I don't know why I was so reluctant, but I'm so happy that I've tried this out because this is very, very pretty, very beautiful. Okay, enough with the foundation. I'm actually going to move on to a concealer. However, I don't have a new concealer. I did not pick up a new concealer. You know what? Because we've used the Rose Ink foundation, I feel like maybe we should just go in with their concealer. So yeah, let's just use the Rose Ink concealer. So this is the Soft Light Luminous Hydrating Concealer by Rose Ink. So funny enough, with this product, I actually can't really recollect what my true shade is here because I purchased this in so many different shades. I do have swatches of all of I think I've got 4 shades in total. I do have these swatched out in my full face of Rose Ink. So I'm just going to be using maybe a little bit of a mixing situation here. I'm going to be using Alex 030. This is very light and I think it might be a little bit too light. I'm going to take a little bit of this Alex 080 shade. I'm just going to mix these two together, you guys, because I don't think I've got a perfect shade match here. I mean, this is the first time that I'm trying out the concealer in combination with the foundation. I like it. I really like the way my skin looks and I have not put down any powder just yet. So what I'm going to be doing next is I'm going to be applying a little bit of an eye primer concealing product, the Sigma eyeshadow base primer in the shade Persuade. I'm going to be applying that. And then we're going to move on straight away to the setting powder. So this is the Luna Versal Setting Powder by Luna Beauty. This was the very first product that I've ever picked up by them and I really was very, very intrigued by it. Now I actually wanted to have a different shade. This comes in 4 different shades. I wanted to get the pink one, but that one was unfortunately sold out on the retailer's website where I did pick this one up from. So I just picked it up in the shade Translucent. I have watched so many reviews of people loving on this product, especially people with a little bit of oilier skin. And now I've tried it out and I've got to say, it's okay. It's all right. It's definitely not my favorite one when it comes to oil control and when it comes to a blurring effect. One thing I did realize with this product in particular that does not really happen to me with some of my other powders that I truly love is the fact that sometimes when I'm applying this powder, I'm under the impression that it's almost eating up my coverage. And that is something that I don't necessarily appreciate that much. So I really hope it's not gonna do that with today's foundation because I have not tried out this powder on top of this foundation. Unfortunately, it did that on a couple of occasions. It did that with my Bare Minerals foundation, it did it with my Cover FX foundation. So I don't know, hopefully it's not going to do it today. Another fact is you're going to get a lot of product. This is going to come with 20 grams of powder, which is a lot of powder. The scent of this is vanilla. I love vanilla, but I don't need a powder with fragrance. I really don't. It's not overpowering, but I was able to smell it. Like my nose did pick up the scent. So I'm gonna start off with powdering down one side of the face. I feel like this powder is almost sucking out the moisture of your foundation to a degree where it is messing around with the coverage level. And it's doing that on my cheek right now, and it did it on my nose. Look what it's doing to my concealer. Ooh, I mean, it's making my concealer look very crepey. I mean, it is making my concealer look cakey. So I am not the biggest fan of this powder and everyone was raving about this powder online. It's not my favorite. It's definitely not my favorite powder. I don't know why it's doing this. I don't know why it's making everything look not very flattering. This is a little bit of a powder that could make your makeup look a little bit cakey. And although it is I don't know, I'm just have like such a split opinion on this product at this point in time because every time I'm wearing it, I'm not 100% happy with it. I definitely do have better powders than this. Most definitely. I still want to say though, I feel like the foundation still looks amazing. It still looks so pretty. I still love it. It is really, really lovely. But yeah, this powder, used with caution. I don't know if it's that good. I have repurchased a product that was released this year for my eyebrows just because I love this so much. Like it's completely empty, and that is the new Rare Beauty Brow Harmony Precision Pencil. I've got this in the shade Rich Taupe. Mine is completely empty. I've used this so much. I've used this every day. I also love the Victoria Beckham Baby Brow Pencil. That one is also amazing. And both of them have quite a similar formula. I love this so much. I actually did pick this up also during Black Friday because I knew I would be running out of this and I knew I would miss it the second it would go empty on me. So I have a new one. Okay, so here is the new one. Oh, I just love opening up a brand new product. I don't know, there was just some kind of satisfaction with that. And a brand new spoolie. Yes. So I'm gonna just, brush through my brows and then fill them in. All right, I'm so happy to have this back in my collection. So I'm also going to be using, as per usual, I'm just going to use my Kosas Airbrow Gel in the shade Soft Brown just to set my eyebrows with. Now that they are filled in, I just like to run this through slightly. It's the best one. So yeah, let's just run this through real quick. All right, you guys, so my all right, you guys, so my base is all done, my eyebrows are done, so let's actually move on to a bronzer that I picked up. So this is the Sculptino Cream Contour by Tower 28. So this product was also released this year, and initially I was really not interested by it. So then I thought to myself, because I want to do a Tower 28 full face video next year, most definitely, I thought to myself, I do want to try it out. I do want to pick it up because I used to love their Bronzino in the shade West Coast. This one is so, so loved. Like, it's such an amazing product. I've always liked this. But when they came out with these shades in a sculpting product, a cream contour product, I was just like, this is not like a cream contour product for me. A contour always has to be a little bit more cool toned, and these are just bronzes. Let's be real. These are bronzes without the sort of like glow, because these have a little bit of like glow to them. So I was a little bit reluctant to get this product. And I mean, it's the winter time, so I hope that this shade is going to work out for me. I have the lightest shade here. It's the shade Broad, but in whose world would this be contour cream? Unless it's gonna translate very differently on my skin now. I might be surprised, but I don't think I will be. I'm just going to use it as a bronzer, Let's see what it's going to be doing. It definitely has the same texture. This is a little bit more of a stiff texture, so you kind of have to rub the product a little bit, in order to get it a little bit creamier here. And I'm just going to work it into my brush like that. So let's try it out. Once I'm tanning, once I'm wearing a little bit of a deeper foundation, I don't think this is going to work that well. I would say though, the shade is pretty. It's more of like, I would even go this far and say this has a little bit more of a golden undertone, so it pulls a little bit more warm. So that's not a contouring product. Just be mindful of that. It's the lightest shade. It definitely looks like a bronzer on me. So let's move on to an exciting product, and this is also not a new product. And this is just a shade that I was missing out in my entire collection in order to have this collection complete. So this is the Carrot Color Pot in the shade Hello, and this is by Airy Paris. If you have watched my channel for any amount of time, you know that I'm in love with this formula. I love these color carrot pots by Airy Paris so, so much. In my opinion, they are the best cream blushes ever. They are pigmented, they just blend out beautifully, and also my skin is not eating them up. That's my biggest issue with any sort of like cream blush, like the fact that they just disappear on my skin. This one does not do that, and I just love the formula so much. This is my collection as of right now. And the only shade I was still missing was this one. So I'm gonna be applying this. It looks very red. There's another one that looks a little bit red, which is the shade Happy. The shade Happy, however, it's very deep. It's a lot deeper than the shade Hello. So the shade Hello seems to have a little bit more orange mixed into it. This one almost like pulls like almost maroon, to be honest with you. So I'm gonna take a chance and use this one today. Honestly, I cannot wait. I cannot wait because I know I'm just gonna love the formula. And I'm also planning to do a new full face by Airy Paris. I do have a couple of full faces by Airy Paris, from the entire brand. However, I feel like they are pretty old by now, and this brand definitely needs an update. So I'm just gonna take a little bit onto the brush, and then I'm going to slowly build it up. I mean, if I need more product, I'm just going to apply a little bit more. Let's see how this shade is going to pull on my skin tone. You guys, I freaking love this shade. This shade is so stunning. It's exactly what I wanted it to be. It looks intimidating, but once it goes onto the skin, just look at that. It's so pretty. So let's move on to the next product now. I know we just went in with 2 cream products. However, I don't have a cream highlighter. You guys may know cream highlighters are just not my journey. I love to try them out, but they're not my favorite things. And I recently picked up, again, a powder highlighter. I have so many powder highlighters that I've picked up this year that are actually fantastic, and this one really surprised me. I wanted to have this for the longest time, and I'm so happy that I did pick this one up. It's so, so stunning. So this is the Gen Nude Highlighting Blush, and this is by Bare Minerals. So these highlighting blushes were released by Bare Minerals just a couple of months ago, maybe, just a while ago. It's quite a new product, to be honest with you, and I always wanted to try this out. Now, this is a highlighting blush, so depending on the shade that you are going to select, some of them might be more of a blush than a highlighter. However, I thought I want to try this shade out because this shade in particular kind of looks a little bit more like a highlighter than a blush, because you may know I don't really like a glowy blush. So I picked up the shade Opal Glow, and Opal Glow is described as a golden pink shimmer. This comes in 5 different shades, and this one in particular, it is not that strong in terms of the base pigment. So this is more of a highlighter than it actually is a blush. And I'm so happy about that. And this is so stunning. You guys, this is insane. This is so beautiful. This is exactly what I love in a highlighter. It's going to give you that mega wet look. It has such a stunning reflection, such a stunning glow, and it just makes my skin look supreme. It is out of this world stunning. You'll see what I mean. This is so good. It's so, so, so beautiful. And it's just so subtle yet so pretty, and it just gives you such an immediate, beautiful, wet looking glow. This is like an everyday highlighter for me. I mean, it has just a little bit of a base, but this to me is more of a highlighter than a blush, especially this shade. I feel like all of the other shades are gonna have a little bit more pigment to them. This is so beautiful. I really have to say, I was very pleasantly surprised when I tried this out, and I'm so happy I got it now. All right, you guys, but that's it for my complexion. I'm actually gonna remove these clips. They are still in my hair. Like what? Usually I remove them prior to that. So let's actually move on to a beautiful eyeshadow palette that I only just received a couple of days ago. And I really wanted to feature this in today's video. But I'm also gonna be posting more looks with this palette on my shorts tab. I mean, the shades are so pretty in this palette. I want to put them all on my eyes, but I gotta be a little bit selective for today's look because obviously I still have to match the lip product that I'm intending to use. So this is the Dragon Eye palette, and this is by What's Up beauty. So when I saw the reveal of this palette, I knew I immediately wanted it. I also have the Geodes and the Monsoon palette by this brand, and I really adore the quality. I love their formula. I like their color stories a lot. They are kind of like mixing in neutrals with some very beautiful, sort of mesmerizing shimmers. This is completely up my alley. This is so beautiful. I mean, you guys, come on. This packaging, I think this is so beautiful, this packaging. Just a reflection of this. This is also not a very big palette. It's not bulky by any means. I kind of like this very sort of slim, narrow packaging. And what's inside is even prettier. So just in case you aren't familiar with What's Up Beauty yet, I think they are an American brand, but they make their eyeshadow palettes in Italy. They are also talc-free, clean, cruelty-free, and sustainable. The pans in here are magnetic, and also the material is made out of 30% post-consumer recycled material. So let's have a look inside and let's have a look at this beautiful color story. I'm also going to show you some swatches. This palette comes with 12 stunning shades. Some of these shades are just out of this world mesmerizing. There are 5 multi-chromes in here, 1 duochrome and 1 foil shade, so 7 shimmer shades, and also 5 matte shades. In terms of mattes, these are quite neutral, leaning from pink, peachy to purple, and we also have some brown shades in here. So for today's look, I kind of want to avoid doing a look with these beautiful purples, although they call my name, but I just know that this lip product that I have has a very specific color, and it's more on the peachier side, to be honest with you. So I feel like I want to do something with these tones right here. I'm going to dip into Creature first. I'm going to put this all over my crease, and then maybe I'm going to add this shade afterwards, and then deepen it up with this one right here. I love this shade. I love this formula. I love how this applies. This is so creamy when it goes on. These have enough grip and they just blend out like a dream. Are you joking? This is a dream formula. I think this formula is so, 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 so good. But I do want to blend this shade out a little bit with the shade Breath. This one right here, this more peachy pink shade. I love where this look is going already. So now I want to deepen it up. I hope it's not going to be too much of a contrast. So I'm going to be a little bit more light-handed with this color right here. This is called Smoke. Yeah, let's smoke this look out a little bit. Guys, I like where this is going. This is so easy to blend too. These almost just blend themselves out. It's kind of crazy. So I'm going to be proceeding with using an eyeliner in my waterline, and I'm just going to reach for a neutral brown. I'm going to use my Martin Cosmetics. This is the shade Maroon. I'm going to put that in my waterline, and then we are going to proceed with my lower lash line. So for the lower lash line, I'm just going to go back into the shade Creature, and then I'm going to deepen up the edges with the shade Smoke. So I'm just going to quickly do that, and then we can move on to these beautiful shimmer shades. Alright, you guys, so I just literally put the shade Creature and the shade Smoke on my lower lash line. I blended everything out. I did clean up my edges, and I put on a little bit of a glitter glue. I used the NYX one. So I'm going to pick them up with my finger. I'm going to put them down with the finger, and then I'm going to blend them out with a brush. But yeah, let's use the shade Fire. This kind of multi-chrome, I do adore this. I really do love it. This is very, very stunning. And the shift on my eyes, this looks magical. This is absolutely beautiful. I mean, the base of this multi-chrome is definitely like pinky red, and then it has this insane like golden green sort of reflect to it. It is just so beautiful. So I'm just going to use this a little bit in my inner corner, and I'm going to see how this is going to look like, because I feel like you could almost use this all over the lids as well. It's not necessarily like an inner corner highlighting shade. I feel like it's a beautiful iridescent shade, and it's also the lightest one. So I'm gonna put that in my inner corner and see how this is gonna combine with the shade Fire. You guys, I freaking love this look. This is really beautiful. I actually really love it. I'm so happy. But I just still want to like highlight my brow bone with something a little bit. So I'm just going to use my Bare Minerals, you know, my highlighter here. And let's put a little bit of this just on my brow bone, just to tie everything in. I mean, what do you want me to say? I love this brand. I love this formula. I love this look. I cannot wait to try out more in this palette, especially the shade Magic. This literally calls my name, and I can hear it calling my name. And this shade right here, Scales, this looks like an insane multi-chrome. This is going to shift from purple to blue to green. Stop it, you guys. This is like such a stunning piece of makeup. This is most definitely not the last time you are going to be seeing this palette in particular. I'm gonna be doing my best and, you know, do a lot more with this palette, create a couple, maybe 2 or 3 more looks with this palette, and then post them over on my Instagram and also on my YouTube Shorts tab. So this is the Modern Mascara by Vieve Beauty. So this is Jamie Genevieve's brand. I have a full face on this brand on my channel. I'm also going to link it down in my description box as well. This literally just, you know, slipped my mind. I didn't even know that she had released a mascara, and when I saw this, I was just like, I want to try this out. I want to try out this mascara. I really want to. So since this is not going to be a first impressions, I can just tell you, since I was trying this out, I mean, I like it. But overall, considering how many mascaras I have tried in my life, this one, it's not my all-time favorite one. I feel like I've got some mascaras that do separate, that do lengthen my lashes just a little bit more, that give me more of a dramatic effect. This one is good, it just requires a little bit of building up. And while you are building this one up, it might be just a little bit clumpy. It's not like a nightmare, it's not unmanageable. I can always brush it through, but it does take a little bit longer. However, I feel like it's a good formula. I felt like when I wore this for an entire day, at the end of my day, although it did not smudge or anything, I felt like it was a little bit more of a drier formula. So if I would have rubbed my lashes in between my fingers, it would have flaked off just a little bit. Okay, so let's also have a look at the brush before I am applying the mascara. So this brush in particular, it's a fiber bristle brush, and it's almost shaped like an 8. You know, the number 8, it's kind of like shaped like one of these. I honestly don't mind this brush at all. I really don't. In my opinion, it's okay. I thought in the beginning when I pulled it out the very first time, it would be a little bit too big, but you know, it's not. That's not what she said. Woohoo! Okay, I am done with applying this mascara. If you are building this up over a long time and you're really trying to get the lashes like elevated, it can definitely create a little bit of like, you know, one of these like little balls on the tip of your lash. And that's really what this mascara is doing quite a lot. So I have to brush through the mascara until I'm getting it to this point. I feel like it's really pretty. I'm not sure how well you can see this, but it is really stunning. The effect of this is quite dramatic. I think this is a good one. I think it looks pretty. I think the effect of it is nice as well. So that being said, my eyes are done. So let's move on to the last category. Let's move on to my lips. So this is the lip liner by Sweet Beauty. So they have come out recently with lip liners. And if you guys have watched my channel, you guys know how much I love their Cloud Mascara. It's probably my favorite mascara of all times. So I was really intrigued to try a little bit more. By this brand, they also have released new blushes and a setting powder. So I am very curious to see what they are going to come out with next year. Who knows what they are about to launch, but I'm definitely intrigued. And I did pick up this lip liner. This comes in 7 different shades. I picked it up in the shade Cindy. This is such stunning packaging. It's almost like a nude brown. And this also comes with a lip brush right here. So yeah, I would say let's go. So I've got to admit, I really like this pencil. This is definitely not like over the top creamy, but it's also not too stiff. I mean, it does exist in 6 more shades if you're not vibing with this. I would even say this has a little bit more of a warm brown undertone on my lips. Now, I really cannot wait to try out more by Sweet Beauty. Again, I love their mascara, their Cloud Mascara, one of my favorite ones of all time. This is very, very pretty. So let's move on with the lip color product. So this is the Lip Cream Weightless Matte Color by Rose Inc. and this retails for $28. Although this is not a new release in the greater scheme of things, this is one of the newer products by the brand. And I think that they had launched this product when they launched the foundation. So also I was sleeping on this product completely and I did not pick it up. Now they've got a lot of colors and to be honest, I'm not sure if the description of the color that I've got is quite accurate. I got this in the shade Count de Ways and it's described as a beige pink. It looks a little bit peachier. It is quite a peachy shade. I've got to admit this is not beige pink. It did not match the look that I had on my eyes that day, so I wiped it off again. So I gotta like give it a second impression today. It also has quite a strong scent. I don't know what the scent is. It smells really, really lovely. It smells quite nice, like quite juicy and fruity. So let's see what this is going to be doing on my lips, if I like the formula or not. It feels really lightweight when you are applying this product onto your lips. I kind of love it. I kind of do. I also feel like this kind of looks kind of diffused on my lips, like it looks pretty. It is not settling too much into fine lines. Honestly, this reminds me of the Rare Beauty ones. I feel like the Rare Beauty Lip Souffle ones are so blurring. There is nothing that is that blurring and matte. I feel like it has dried down. This also has a dry down. The Rare Beauty ones don't really have a dry down. They're always gonna stay a little bit more fluffy on the lips. Yeah, I feel like I want to pick this formula up now in different shades because this is beautiful. And thus far, I've never liked a Rose Inc lip product. I think they had these lipsticks. I wasn't the biggest fan of them, but this is stunning. This is really pretty. I love these. These are so good. Why was I sleeping on their recent releases? I don't know. But yeah, just looking at my makeup, how it is right now, I've got to say, I am very, very happy with the way today's makeup actually turned out. I would be very curious to know if you guys have tried out anything that I featured in today's video. Please don't forget to drop me a comment down below because you guys know I always love reading them. And also, if you did enjoy today's video, why not give it a thumbs up, subscribe in case you have not yet, and also don't forget to ring the bell in order to get notified about my upcoming uploads. And I shall be seeing you on here very, very soon with the next one. So please do take care. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.